Are you ready to graduate my hair loss program? See, the whole point of this channel is to help you overcome your hair loss from within, to not have to depend on the outside world, paying people money, subscribing to mainstream thoughts, or even perceptions of what you think mainstream is. Forget all of that. Overcome it from within. I received a comment today that summarizes exactly what this channel is really about and the whole point of why anyone should even watch my videos. See, I designed this as a program for you to graduate from, to where at some point you don't need me anymore. Some people reach this point after a few videos, some after a few months. It just depends on you and your journey. Now I'm going to read this comment from our newest graduate, Craig Westenberg, and he's what inspired this new video here. Let's hear what he has to say, because I feel in this video he's saying it better than I could. This is on a video I made called Confidence Despite Hair Loss, like Amy Schumer in I Feel Pretty. Craig Westenberg, quote, "I'm actually a big fan of Amy Schumer. I have been for years. I've read her book, I've seen all of her stand-up specials and her last 2 movies. Amy is a great example of how self-confidence, even outside of her new film. She often touches on how people view her in relation to other celebrities. And she ultimately does not care. She does not care about the public perception of her. I tend to fake confidence in the same way that she does. She draws attention to her shortcomings and then makes fun of people who view her in that way. Basically, what I'm saying is she knows she is not as slim as the Hollywood size standard, but she'll make fun of you for thinking that you have to subscribe to that mode of thinking. I think the same can be done for hair loss. There is no objectivity in beauty. What is and is not attractive is in the eye of the beholder. It's entirely subjective. So if I decide that I look physically attractive without hair, then other people's opinions hold no power over my state of mind. It's a common misconception to perceive that there is defining physical features in what is and is not attractive, and it's entirely untrue. Amy's weight does not dictate who she is as a person, neither does hair loss. And if any one person believes that weight and hair factor into a person's overall attractiveness and their worth as a person, then that is a shallow form of thinking. And why should I care about their opinion? And he goes on in a second comment to say this, and this is ultimately really what inspired this video today. Quote, "Sorry for the essay. I feel as though I might have graduated from your course, Nick. I think I finally understand what you're saying in your videos. My hair only defines me and is the center point of my own self-confidence if I allow it to do so. If I don't let my hair and my hair loss hold that power over me, then ultimately hair loss is no longer an issue." End quote. Perfect. And yes, Craig, you officially graduate from my program. You know, what does it take to graduate? It takes coming to the realization that the way people value you is not on your hair. It's based on your confidence level, knowing who you are, knowing what you're good at, and knowing what you're not, and still being you, being confident despite that, not subscribing to whatever the mainstream perception of beauty might be for men or women. That's the whole point. Once you realize that and you believe that in your heart, then the final step is leaving a comment and saying, "Hey, Nick, thanks. I watched your videos. I get it. I graduate." And then I congratulate you for graduating. Yeah, I congratulate you for graduating. I'm so proud of Craig. This is wonderful. This makes me proud. This is what I do this for. I really truly want to help people. And what's something to celebrate, that is, we don't have to depend on paying money to get a hair transplant or Propecia or tattoo, whatever it is. Some people are going to have to do that because in their mind, in their heart, they'll never be able to overcome that. Some people will. I did years ago and then still ended up keeping my hair anyway. But I think it's good for every man because any of us could lose our hair at any time. We never know when that's going to be. So if you are already ready, it may hit in another 15 years, whenever it is, you'll be ready. So congratulations to Craig, and I want to thank you again for inspiring this video. Definitely you graduate from my program. You know, what happens next, you know? Well, you're still welcome back anytime. you're going to see minor character arcs in me, whether I'm growing a beard or cutting my hair shorter or buzzing it off, or we'll see if I become huge famous once my show airs on the Lifetime Network. They changed the date to February 27th now on the Lifetime Network. This time next year is the name of the show. So we'll see. We'll see if you can brag and say, I graduated his program before he became famous because of that TV show where he tries to find the guy that looks like him on the package of soup. So we'll see how all that works out. So if you're done here, if you're not really planning on coming back much for my hair loss stuff, just keep this in mind. I do have another YouTube channel, Family Friendly Daddy Blog. It's on YouTube. It's an extension of my actual blog because I'm a daddy blogger. But we talk about stuff that's not hair loss related. I talk about health. I talk about the vegan lifestyle. Sometimes I talk about parenting, which is, I guess, the whole point of a daddy blog. Often I just ask interesting questions. Like I point out how in recent years, when it comes to censorship, you're not going to be censored for cursing. You're going to be censored for saying a word that you used to be able to say to describe a certain person, but now it's politically incorrect. It's all about being censored for politically incorrect things. That's what can bring someone's career down. Saying a bunch of profanity won't do that for you. Just little things like that I think are interesting and I feel like saying, and I do. It's Family Friendly Daddy Blog is where my other YouTube channel is. So yeah, if we're done here, come back anytime, but ultimately check me out on another channel and see what else I have to say. See what I have to say when I'm not talking about hair loss. Again, Craig, congratulations. I'm proud of you. And thanks for inspiring this video.